very small retaining wall that butts right up to the concrete that we have to remove. The customer doesn't want that retaining wall damaged, so we've got to save it. He's got to be very careful about how he grabs the concrete. If those forks accidentally push that slab of concrete forward, it'll basically destroy the retaining wall. He's got to slip the forks in under the concrete, delicately grab it, and then peel everything off. Challenge is that one piece of concrete is all interconnected with rebar from one end to the other end. So if he just grabs one side of it, as he's backing it out, the other side could twist and damage the retaining wall. So he's trying to break each section of concrete free so that when he grabs it and pulls it away, it gives him a cleaner line along the wall, but less chance of damaging it. See next what happens if you do try to take too big of a piece of concrete. You'll see how one end, although it comes away cleanly, the other end does things you just don't want it to do. By filling in that pool bottom, it gives us a safe working platform to get at the rest of the debris that has to go out. As Tim gets another batch of concrete ready to go into the back of the dump truck, he's got a hanger. He's got a chunk of concrete that's just barely hanging on by a few thin pieces of rebar. The question is, can he make it all the way into the dump truck without that thing breaking?
Whoa.
So the rest of the concrete surrounding the swimming pool doesn't need any special care or attention, but really we don't change how we do it anyway. We recycle the concrete, but to do that means we can't mix it with anything else. So any garbage, debris, even metals have to be sorted and separated. When we go to drop off the concrete, if the chunks are too big, they can get stuck and hung up in the truck. But if they're too small, they're just annoying to handle and take longer to deal with. So we want to break them down into just the right size pieces and then stack them neatly like flapjacks so when the truck shows up, we can load it quicker. No retaining walls in the background to worry about, Tim doesn't have to be quite as careful when he's handling the side concrete. We always keep the dump truck hauling both ways. For every concrete load that goes out, it's either returning with a load of structural fill soil for the pool bottom or a load of black dirt to top dress the site. This dump truck has an air suspension ride, which means the airbags have to be dumped before the load can be dumped. If he tips that load up with the airbags completely inflated and one of those airbags lets loose, the load will go sideways and fall over. Just something satisfying about watching that stuff come out black gold. That's just satisfying. After the main pool demo gets done, we still find ourselves with 2 loads of extra retaining wall block that the customer asked us to remove. So those got to go next.
Alright, you go on that side. It'll be block challenge with you. Ready?
Alright, wait. You stay out of it, Alex. Alright. This is between Tim and I.
Alright. Tell me when you're ready.
1, 2, 3, go. I'll do the X3 block on your side.
Oh, you win.
on every job there always seems to be extras, and this customer has a few of them of their own. The customer asks us to bury their downspout on the side of their house and bring it to the back of their yard.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands.
Now, what we do in Minnesota may be different than what's done in other areas, but we don't directly hard pipe the downspouts right underground. We always leave a space, and that allows for frost expansion. In the early winter months, if we do get a rain and then that freezes, that could freeze inside of the pipe, bursting it. So we always leave a separation, an area of separation, so that that doesn't happen.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Another thing that we found that works pretty well for our customers is we use a large catch basin. That allows them to pull the top off if it ever fills up with leaves and muck, stick a garden hose in it, and flush it out.
When it rains, it pours. Water's up to my chin. Won't stop fighting to the very end.
The areas that Alex can't hit with a skid loader, he does by hand. But then he switches over to using the CMP Hydra bucket to finish grade this site. The customer plans on sodding it and seeding it themselves, but that means we want to get it ready, so all they've got to do is throw the sod down. And that's our video for today. God bless. Go get them, you guys, and hopefully we'll see you on another one. Catch you later.